All right, so we're not even gonna sugarcoat this one. Are Ferrari falling apart? That's tonight's question. Are they falling apart? And yes, I understand that this is probably a knee-jerk reaction question. It was like, oh no, intern, you're overreacting. It's only been 7 races. I'm fully aware that it's only been 7 races, but what people need to understand is that we've seen this happen before. This is a vicious cycle. Ferrari tend to put themselves into these vicious cycles. We've seen it before. We watched 2018, we watched 2019, we watched 2017, we watched 2012, we watched 2010, even 2008 for that matter. This is a trend. They tend to put themselves in situations like the one that they are currently in, right? We can't deny it. The question is this something that's going to continue? Is this just some kind of slump? Or is this just foreshadowing more disaster classes to come? Because that's how it looks right now. And anyone that's a Ferrari fan that is seeing what's taking place is probably thinking the same, which is exactly why I'm making this unscripted video. Now, I'm making this after Monaco. Ferrari were 1-2, qualified, locked out the front row. Race began, wet tires, treacherous conditions. They did not master the pits at all, and they turned a 1-2 into a 2-4. And Red Bull got the 1-3. They got Perez in the victory. They got Verstappen P3. These guys pretty much bottled a 1-2 right in front of our eyes too. No foolishness took place. They just flat out bottled it. Not only did they bottle the win, but Leclerc suffered the most from it. He was leading the race comfortably the whole time, and he finished P4 behind Verstappen, a guy he literally just lost the championship lead to because his car died last time when we were in Spain. And when you couple these two terrible races that Leclerc has had back to back, the 4th in Monaco, the DNF in Spain, you go back to Imola where he was in P3, took too much curb, spun, hit the front wing on the wall, P6, completely on him. That's just one like area of what's going on here. That's just like one side of the story. You look on the other side, you have Carlos Sainz, who's had like 3 disaster classes this year, as is. He had Australia, which yes, he got screwed in qualifying, but he still spun on his own. He still lost it in dirty air. He still beached his car in the gravel. He led that DNF. That was on him, right? We have the Imola crash in qualifying, which granted, he was allowed to recover via the sprint, and he did get taken out in the actual race. But the Imola spin is still a costly error. And then it showed itself again when we went to Spain, and he binned it on his own. He went straight into the gravel trap. He damaged his car, and he finished 4th when he probably could have won the race if he didn't spin, because Verstappen went off later. And the Ferrari was the best car around Spain. So it's crazy. And the reason it's crazy is because if you watched Bahrain and you saw the way they celebrated that 1-2 finish, you genuinely think there was no way. These guys started the season with a 1-2 when both Red Bulls DNF'd. And we are at round, I want to say, what round are we at? 7. Let me count these races. Make sure I'm on the right track here. Bahrain, that's 1. Saudi's 2. Australia's 3. Imola is 4. Miami is 5. Spain is 6. We've had 7 races. And in just 7 races, they went from having, I want to say, 44 points to Red Bull 0. And now they're trailing in the Constructors' Championship. Leclerc is trailing in the Drivers' Championship. What's going on? Is this just part of the culture? Is this something that's just destined to happen? Because again, I said it at the beginning, we've seen this before. We have seen this before. Ferrari start off well, everyone in Maranello is happy, everybody's waving the Ferrari flag, they're singing in Italian, and then as the races go on and on, the chinks start to form in the armor, the mistakes start to show itself, the pressure starts to build, mistakes are made and they wither away everything they've built up. They've already done it, and it's only been 7 races. We've only had 7 races this year, and these guys went from a 1-2 in Bahrain with both of their title rivals DNF'd. And now Leclerc is 9 points behind in the World Drivers' Championship, and Ferrari are 36 points behind in the Constructors. That's almost a 1-2 finish. If they've all, like, the question is, if they've already bottled it 7 races into a 20+ long season, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna pick up the pace? Or are they just gonna continue to bottle? What's gonna happen? Are Ferrari falling apart? That's the title of this video. I don't know what picture I'm gonna use. I don't know what I'm zooming into right now. Maybe I don't know. I'm zooming into something. I'm pre-recording this. I'll figure it out in the editing process. But I've seen this happen too many times, guys. I really have. I've seen this happen way too many times. And I'm worried. I am very worried about Ferrari because all 3 of their in fact, scrap that. All 4 of their departments, the car itself, the strategy team, Carlos Sainz, and Charles Leclerc, all 4 of them, I've seen all 4 of them make mistakes. And we've only had 7 races. Leclerc has made the least amount of mistakes, but he's made one nonetheless. We saw what happened in Imola. That's points lost. We've seen Sainz spin 3 times now, crashed once. Then you look at the car. It was brilliant in Bahrain and Australia. Since then, I don't know. It hasn't really been there. It's looked like the second fiddle to the Red Bull. That's okay. I don't expect it to be the best car everywhere. I don't think we're living in that era of Formula 1 anymore where somebody can just pull up with the best car week after week after week. I expect it to fluctuate as we go to different tracks and we have different characteristics, but they only have 2 wins this year in 7 races. Right? That's not good. That is not good. They started this season very promising. They had a very promising start to the season, and 7 races in, we are wondering if Ferrari have already thrown it away. 36. I didn't even know it was that bad until I checked. They are 36 points behind in the Constructors' Championship. Right? The Red Bull reliability, yeah, we were laughing at them in Bahrain. Yeah, you were laughing at them in Bahrain. But now that Leclerc has had an engine issue in Spain that took him out of the race, do you guys have your reliability in order? Is this gonna be a problem for you guys as well? I don't know. Right? I do not know. But all I do know is that it is a long season. There is time to pick up the pieces. You can slowly claw your way back into the points lead. My only thing is, the mistakes have to stop. And it's easy to say that, but given how many they've already made in 7 Grand Prix out of 20 plus, we're not even a third through the season yet. We're almost a third through the season. We aren't yet. But given how many mistakes they've made in, call it a third of the season, are they going to change their mentality? Are they going to nail things? Are they going to secure wins, secure 1-2 finishes, secure fastest lap bonus points, secure sprint race wins? Can they do it? Can they create a reliable engine that will not cost them points? Can they do it? Can Sainz and Leclerc stay out of trouble and not make mistakes on their own? Can they do it? Only time will tell. All I will say is, this is a bad omen. I do not like what I am seeing from Ferrari right now. Right? These guys had a 1-2 in Bahrain with both Red Bulls out and 7 races into the season, and they are 36 points behind in the Constructors' Championship. They need to fix up. And that's all I will say. Goodbye.